Hey there, champions. Welcome back to another Read Aloud. Today I'm reading from the airport in Salt Lake City, Utah. So just goes to show you can take a good book anywhere you go. We're going to read Zen Shorts tonight by Jon Muth. And I'm just going to read the introduction and the first short story. Here we go. Michael, there's a bear outside, said Carl. A what? Called Michael. There you go. A bear! He's really big and he's in the backyard. What's he doing? Michael asked. He's sitting. He has an umbrella, said Carl. An umbrella? I wonder what the bear is doing. By the time the boys got outside, their sister Addie was already talking with him. I'm sorry for arriving unannounced, said the bear. The wind carried my umbrella all the way from my backyard to your backyard. I thought I would retrieve it before it became a nuisance. He spoke with a slight panda accent. Michael introduced himself. Then Addie introduced Carl because Carl was shy around bears he didn't know. And this is how Addie, Michael, and Carl met Stillwater. There he is. The next day, Addie went to have tea with Stillwater. Hello, Addie said as she stepped inside. Come in, a faraway voice called. Then she heard the voice say, oh yes, come out, come out. Stillwater was in the backyard. I wonder what he's doing in the backyard. He was in a tent. This is a birthday present from my Uncle Ry, Stillwater said. He always gives presents on his birthday to celebrate the day he was born. I like it so much that I'm not staying in my house right now. Stillwater invited Addie to sit with him. You brought me some cake, said Stillwater. That was very nice of you. Is it your birthday? He asked. No, said Addie. It's not mine either, said Stillwater, but let me give you a gift for my uncle's birthday. I will tell you a story. What a special gift. The gift of a story. So here's the first short story. And it's called Uncle Ry and the Moon. My Uncle Ry lived alone in a small house up in the hills. He didn't own many things. He lived a simple life. One evening he discovered he had a visitor. A robber had broken into the house and was rummaging through my uncle's few belongings. The robber didn't notice Uncle Ry, and when my uncle said, hello, the robber was so startled he almost fell down. My uncle smiled at the robber and shook his hand. Welcome, welcome. How nice of you to visit. The robber opened his mouth to speak, but he couldn't think of anything to say. Because Ry never lets anyone leave empty-handed, he looked around the tiny hut for a gift for the robber, but there was nothing to give. The robber began to back toward the door. He wanted to leave. At last, Uncle Ry knew what to do. He took off his only robe, which was old and tattered. Here, he said, please take this. So there he is. There's Uncle Ry, there's the robber, and there's the robe. The robber thought my uncle was crazy. He took the robe, dashed out the door, and escaped into the night. My uncle sat and looked at the moon, its silvery light spilling over the mountains, making all things quietly beautiful. Poor man, lamented my uncle. All I had to give him was my tattered robe. If only I could have given him this wonderful moon. A wonderful moon it is indeed. I hear an airplane taking off behind me. And that was the end of that story. It goes on into the next story, but I will share that next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. It's kind of long to keep going through all of them at once, so you'll have to wait to see what happens next. Have a wonderful night, sleep well, sweet dreams, and I will see you guys next time. Good night, guys.